Hi, Grade 1 parents, and welcome to our Partners in Learning for 2022. I'm Mrs. Powell. I'm one of the Grade 1 teachers this year, and I'm going to go through a few things with you before I hand it over to the rest of our wonderful team. So first things first, I'll introduce who everyone is. So in room 4, which is 1A, is Caitlin Holly. In room 5, which is 1B, is Caitlin Howe. In room 6 is 1C, and that's Kim Brinjack. In room 18, 1D is Jasmine Lacey. My room with Mrs. Collar is room 19. Room 20 is shared with Sarah Durant and Melinda Hamilton. And finally, 1G, which is room 21, is Bradley Clinch. Now I will hand it over.
Hello everyone, my name is Miss Galvin and I am the Learning Specialist responsible for the Grade 1 students. A few things that we need to be mindful of as families is getting our students ready to learn. So having appropriate food and sleep is super important. With our COVID restrictions still in place, it's really important that we're not sharing food and that a water bottle is brought to school. It's important that students get their right amount of sleep and that we really try and minimize screen time. As we know, over the past few years, children have spent a lot of time on their devices. This slide here just illustrates our rules and consequences that we have at Lyndhurst Primary School. These posters are displayed and taught in every classroom to ensure consistency of appropriate behaviour. It's a good idea to print off a copy and have it at home as well, so the children get familiar with the language we use to reward positive behaviour.
Hi, my name is Caitlin Holly and I teach 1A. I'm going to explain a little bit how reading works and also how our take-home readers work in grade 1. So unlike prep, the students' readers will go home on a Monday, Wednesday and a Friday, and they will get 2 readers each time they borrow. Those leveled readers also might seem a little bit easy sometimes, but it's important that we really instill that love of reading and allow for the students to practice those strategies that they know and that they are confident with. And it's really just a time for them to show off their reading with you. When you're reading with your child, please feel free to encourage them by asking questions as well, getting them to really try and think about what's happening in the text, who might be in the text, because this will all really help with their understanding of the story and also, as a result, their comprehension. Also, once you've finished reading with them, you can also practice a retell, so getting them to say what happened in the beginning, middle, and end of the story. This is another aspect that really helps with their comprehension. We really encourage our students to also use Lexia. So Lexia is a program that we offer at the school, and it's also a program that they use during their reading sessions at school. It moves based on your child's ability, so it won't move levels until they've gotten that concept that they're practicing, and it's going to cater to where they are at. In terms of assessment for our reading, we complete running records on our students, and those records we assess both their reading accuracy, so their ability to read the words, and their comprehension, so their understanding of the story. And that's how we get to the level that they then practice in the class with us. So they'll be practicing a level that's a little bit trickier in the classroom with us, so that we're introducing them to new strategies, and then they are taking home that easier level with you at home to really, like I said, instill that confidence and joy of reading. We also have Sunshine Online. That's a website that has online books that you can also use to keep practicing their reading, and it also has little quizzes and activities that can be done at the end. Please also try and remember to fill out the yellow reader each night. This puts a little bit of responsibility back on the students as well, because that is what we will use as teachers to refer to make sure that they're reading each night. And also some classes might do little prizes and things when they reach a certain amount of nights. Remember, if you have any questions or you want to know about your progress of your students' reading, please always try and make a time with your teacher, and they will go through what is needed or if there's any areas to work on.
Hi everyone, my name is Miss Howe and I teach 1B. So at Lyndhurst Primary School, we encourage all students to come with nude food. That means no plastic wrappers and produces no waste. So each day, the sustainability officer will count the amount of students that arrive with nude food each day, and the class with the most nude food will be rewarded. This is to ensure that the students will look after our school and all the packaging can stay at home. Thank you.
Hello, I am Sarah Durrant and I'm going to be talking about the uniform here at Lyndhurst Primary School. So we have a strict policy of compulsory uniform. It is a key component in building a strong and positive school culture, and we want children to be proud to wear this Lyndhurst uniform. As a Sun Smart school, hats must be worn during the Sun Smart period, and that is between mid-August to the 30th of April. Hair longer than shoulders should be tied up with school-coloured ties. This will help to minimise the frequency and spread of head lice, and it also keeps students cooler during the warmer weather. Shoes must be black, and on PE days, sports shoes can be worn as well. In the winter months, a black long sleeve top can be worn under uniforms. Coloured jackets can be worn to school, but they must be taken off during class time. Here are some photos of our school summer and winter uniform options here at Lyndhurst Primary School.
Hi, I'm Kim Brinjack, otherwise known as Mrs. B, and I teach 1C in room 6. So we are going to have a little look at the sample statement of intent. So you will notice this statement of intent comes up every single 2 weeks, and it's posted on Seesaw by your child's teacher. You will see that there are developmental goals and learning intentions, which we follow in the classroom, and it would be wonderful for you to discuss these goals with your children at home. Our learning intentions and Seesaw are covered over a fortnightly period, so all grade ones are focusing on the same academic learning goals, and some goals are adjusted to suit a child's individual needs. Our Walker learning approach has a strong focus on the development of cognitive, emotional, physical, language, and social domains. Learning intentions are exactly what we're learning in each area over the period of 2 weeks. All grade ones are following the same learning intentions.
Hello everyone, my name is Brad Clinch and I'm the teacher for 1G. And for this presentation, I'll be talking to you about numeracy at Lyndhurst. So with maths, we try very hard to use a lot of hands-on materials in the class. This makes it a lot easier for our kids to learn and understand maths in the real world. We are spending a lot of time in this term, particularly on place value, especially with addition and subtraction later on in the year. We are also focusing on several applied concepts. So these include probability, so chance, measurement, as well as later on in the term, some time. We also have plenty of opportunities in our Walker learning areas for students to explore maths in a variety of ways. So here's just a few little tidbits that you could do at home to help with maths. So we can have our students help in the kitchen just with measuring and reading recipes and numbers. They can read numbers on letterboxes and number plates, reading the time on digital and analog clocks, or even make patterns with Lego or blocks, or counting the number of blocks in a building that they have created. On top of this, there are a lot of other things you can do at home to help your students. You can read to your child every day, and we do really encourage that your children read every single day. We also really encourage colouring in and crafts to help develop fine motor skills. You can cook and read recipes together. You can have lots of different types of conversations with your child to develop new vocabulary. Practice skip counting by 2s, 5s, and 10s. Go sightseeing together, explore, visit local libraries, museums, and other places of interest. Encourage a child to write letters, words, lists, or sentences. and allow them to practice some mindful activities at home, such as yoga or drawing and breathing. And we do request that we try and minimize some screen time.
Hi, I'm Jasmine Lacey and I'm talking about attendance. So classrooms open at 8:50 and the students need to be seated and ready to learn by 9. So 9:01 is late and the students will need to go to the office to get a late pass. They'll need to bring that to their teacher. Being at school every day is really important for the students' learning so that they don't miss out on introductions to new concepts, assessments, and they don't need to catch up at other times. However, if your child is sick and contagious, please keep them home to recover and prevent other students from becoming sick. Please also ensure that your children know it is important to come back to class on time as well. Thank you.
Thanks for listening, everyone. We really appreciate your time. If you have any questions or anything that you would like answered further in more detail, please contact your child's teacher. There's also email address below for you to email a teacher privately if you would like to as well. Have a great night and look forward to seeing you soon.